Good morning and welcome to another short devotional for Black Rock Baptist Church and also Morristown Baptist Church. We're in the midst of looking at some of the wonderful events from the life of the prophet Daniel, some of the things that we can learn that will help us in our walk with God. Yesterday in our short devotional, we talked about what Daniel did when he was facing an impossible situation in Daniel chapter 2. The king had asked Daniel to interpret a tough dream. It almost got the king's wise men killed because they weren't able to explain what the dream meant. But Daniel asked for more time. He has his friends pray with him to ask God to interpret that particular dream, to give them the wisdom, the guidance to interpret that. The stakes were high, but Daniel followed a terrific process that will help us too. First of all, don't panic, and then get the facts. Ask for more time, gather prayer partners. Ask God for supernatural help. Worship God and use what you've learned to help, to save others. We also see that when God shows up, Daniel uses the opportunity to point people to God. The Bible says Daniel told the king, "There are no wise men, enchanters, magicians, or fortune tellers who can reveal the king's secret. But there is a God in heaven who reveals secrets. And he has shown King Nebuchadnezzar what will happen in the future. Now I will tell you your dream and the visions you saw as you lay on your bed." Daniel chapter 2, verses 27 and 28. Daniel didn't take credit for this amazing answer to the king's dream. He knew God had given him the answer. So he was honest about it. God is at work here. I don't know about you, but if I were the 16, 17-year-old boy, then I did something that made the king happy, I'd be tempted to take at least a little bit of credit for it. After all, it was Daniel who did the praying. It was Daniel who did the listening. It was Daniel who did the obeying. Couldn't he have taken just a little bit of credit? Well, he could have, but he didn't. Instead, he pointed people to God, the marvelous God of heaven. Do that, and God will bless you. God will do great things through a person who doesn't care who gets the credit, as long as God is glorified. The Bible says the pagan king, Nebuchadnezzar, told Daniel, "Truly your God is the greatest of gods, the Lord over kings, a revealer of mysteries, for you have been able to reveal this secret." Daniel 2:47. How about that? A pagan leader acknowledges the true creator of the universe. When you spend your life pointing people to God, miracles will happen. God bless. Have a wonderful day. Join us again on Friday as we continue to look at Daniel. And until then, let's continue to exchange prayers daily.